Right, y'all. Just out here in the urban environment, in the urban jungle. Let's check this shit out. Look at this. So we're gonna walk and talk. Got a place to go. Intuitive Machines. They're gonna land. So America's gonna try and land on the moon again after 50 years. After they deleted tapes of the moon landing for some football footage. Know what I mean? Shit's a joke, man. Can't find the curve of Earth anywhere. That's what we're about to go into. I'm going to have a thorough search because I'm sure some people looked at my other videos were like, oh, well, you know, you didn't do a thorough search because it was only like 1 or 2 search terms. And we couldn't find no curve footage without fisheye camera. So now, allegedly, Intuitive Machines from NASA or Associated or some shit is going to try and land on the moon again after 50 years after deleting the recordings of landing on the moon. So let's see what a joke show this one will be. Because in case you missed it, I did a video on JAXA, which is Japan's NASA, landing on the moon. When was that? 2020 or something? I don't know, a few years ago. And it just looked like a fucking trampoline to me. And yes, I realized the less gravity on there, it's just still, it looks sus. It just looked more like a trampoline or some fucking like made up, like not even a trampoline, but like plywood floor. A plywood floor would bounce like that. And then you could just slow down the video and it did look weird. It looked weird. Remember, I have done video analysis at least one subject in university, so I'm not a complete noob. But yeah, I'm not like an expert, but yeah, it looked weird. Also, no curve in their footage. Then we had, you know, curve of Earth. Nothing. All you see is like from the perspective on the moon in that JAXA footage. And it's just shit. Like, you never see a whole planet or anything, or a whole body, and in good fashion. It's always like a picture which is fucking edited. That's my point. That's why I don't even look in the NASA website. People are probably like, oh, you can find probably the Earth curve in NASA website, but they edit their shit out of their photos. They're like the best editors in the world. You people are off your fucking head. You people are idiots, because they're like one of the most known, it's very well known how much they edit their footage. Edit everything. Edit this out, edit UFOs out. Right? It's all been divulged over the years. NASA's a piece of shit Mason front organisation. And why would the other countries' NASA-like things be different? That's why I said JAXA was stupid. And then what we have again, India. That's right. The most recent one I did was on India. I put that on my other channel, the backup channel, the second channel, which has different footage. And I just put it in secret simulation playlist, I'm pretty sure. And I was just showing the entire like video. They'd done a live stream like this is going to be. And they did a live stream from India, sending their little fucking rocket up to the alleged moon, even though you see literally the rocket curve, as you know, as we know, to avoid some kind of fucking possible crystal dome, right? Crystal dome theory. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there is or isn't. We've got some clues on it, like Hillary Clinton's comments and stuff like that. But so we don't have hard evidence of that. Some people allege even that Tuscana blast or something might be involved, or in ancient times there was something, that nuclear blast could have been something like that as well. You can get like glass crystal formation from nukes, or like powerful devices, powerful explosions. Anyway, not to worry about that stuff. Point is, you saw the rocket curve. It was so obvious on the footage, like they can take it from any angle they want. It looks weird, and you're like, oh yeah, the Earth rotates. It doesn't need to fly fucking horizontal, you nutbag. the Earth ain't rotating that fast. You know what I mean? And then suddenly, like, you know, they're like not showing anything, and then suddenly they're out there, right? Like on the moon. But it's just weird because it's what was like 3 hours or some shit, and in the whole 3 hour footage you didn't see any curve at all. I'm like, aren't you fucking launching a rocket into space? Where's the fucking curve? Can't you afford a camera? India, the country. You know what I mean? This shit is ridiculous up the yin yang. So I can't wait to see NASA's little fucking bullshit show that they're going to put on right now. It's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be very telling because, you know, by 2020 we're meant to be like having moon bases. In 2010 I was reading about China's like going to have bases on the moon in 2020 and shit. It's all bullshit, man, because they're culling everyone. People are so dumb to this, man. So we're not going to no fucking space or no shit. And we're going to try and, again, for like the 5th time today, try and find any evidence of a curve. That's not fisheye camera, because that's not a fucking curve, you idiot. That's the camera. So, yeah, I'm going to have a look into that now. I'm about to sit down. So this is what they're doing. They're using Intuitive Machines, which I believe is another company. I'm not sure if it's associated with NASA or if it's one of their offshoots or something. We'll have a quick Google. But this is who's doing it. So I don't know who Intuitive Machines are. Okay, 1 second. I'm about to sit down. Oh, fuck. It's so hot here. I just actually need to go sit in the library first. So I've got to be quiet, and then we're going to come outside because it's hot. I need to aircon for a little bit. Alright, so it is NASA's. Mason Capital. Watch out, they're working on the space foil. And anyway. That's my time. It's going to be 8 in the morning. So it's going to be a live stream. Live coverage. Oh, what? It's already occurred. Oh, I didn't even read that. Alright, let's have a look now. Let's have a Google. Not make it stop. Yeah, let's have a look. Apparently that just happened. Let's check out the footage. Oh, that doesn't look edited. So clearly that's already edited because it's only an hour 50 minutes. I don't know how long it takes to get to the moon, but probably longer than that.
As NASA sends astronauts back to the lunar surface, this time to stay, we will need to send science and technology instruments ahead of time to lay the foundation for human exploration. To make this happen, NASA is helping establish a commercial lunar economy. For the first time ever, there will be commercial delivery services to the moon. We are enabling American companies to send our payloads to the lunar surface for us. These delivery services will expand our capabilities for exploration, radically increasing the amount of science we can achieve. This high-risk, high-reward initiative will invest in and leverage the entrepreneurial spirit of American innovation to launch a commercial lunar marketplace, advancing technology and exploration for all of us. With this never-before-seen streamlined access to the moon, we will be able to make novel measurements and develop technologies.
I don't know if you noticed, but the full shot of the moon was different, very different to the other shots. Looked like edited.
That scientists have long wanted to do on the lunar surface. And as this new industry matures, this commercial delivery service for NASA and other customers could expand beyond the moon to other destinations in our solar system. And we can learn to live on another world because we are explorers.
CLPS is an important pathway towards long-term exploration of the moon and part of NASA's Artemis missions that
extremely challenging.
The Nova C class.
The top right images of the moon are called the lunar tactical view. When the dots turn red, the lander is on the far side of the moon, and green is on the near side. The line is the tail where Nova C is, with each dot representing 10 minutes of elapsed time. The acceleration sensed portion of the screen shows raw acceleration values from Nova C's inertial measurement unit. This is used a lot during burn maneuvers and is a more robust way of measuring acceleration over time, with the ability to look back at what has happened. For some reason, flight controllers have lost data. Finally, the column on the right is a received, accepted, edited, and failed pre-checked, or RAFE chart for short. When each of these lines are on top of each other, that's a good indication that Nova C's navigation system is in good health. That's because every measurement Nova C makes must be received, accepted, edited, or failed pre-check. The failure is a possible outlier of data that the lander's computer automatically knows is bad information. Collectively, the DDL screen is one of many data displays that flight controllers are monitoring to successfully navigate Nova C to the lunar surface.
Data visualization is an essential component for flight controllers who need to process this data for real-time decision-making in.
Therefore, Rolls-Royce will
carry out the essential. Take third-person perspective images. The International Lunar Observatory Association's camera system mounted at exact angles that could capture images of the Milky Way from the lunar surface. A data center
Well, they got cameras on there, but where's the curve footage? It's amazing.
Technology demonstration by Lone Star Data Holdings and Omni Heat Infinity, Columbia Sportswear's thermal reflective insulation used in many of their outdoor products, will help protect Nova C from extreme temperatures in space.
They've got brilliant ideas, and if we can help facilitate those startups.
And you talked for just a second about that lunar Highland material.
For sustained human presence.
Did you see what was in the middle of the room there? Just rewind the video, I'm not even going to say it. Look what was in the middle of the room.
On the moon, landing near Malapert A also will help mission planners understand how to communicate and send data back to Earth from a location that is low on the lunar horizon.
Now we're coming up on the NDL activation. We have more information about how Intuitive Machines flight controllers intend to land on the moon using this NDL, NASA's Navigation Doppler LiDAR.
And Gary, since choosing to orbit the moon one more time, flight controllers have been working to resolve a challenge with the lander's laser rangefinders assigned to the terrain relative navigation and hazard relative navigation.
So, I don't know what the fuck this is. Is this meant to be real? What's all this crap? It's like a video.
cameras. Those provide landing solutions to Odysseus. The lasers are intended to determine altitude and horizontal velocity, but the ones on the lander right now are not working.
These are essential measurements required to land on the moon. And while Nova C's laser rangefinders are not operable, NASA's navigation Doppler LiDAR sensors are.
So during the last 2-hour orbit, flight controllers have been loading software patches and resetting the lander's guidance, navigation, and control system to use 2 laser beams from NASA's navigation Doppler LiDAR as primary navigation sensors to land Odysseus.
That's right, and we're coming up on the timeline for when Nova C is about to begin the activation of NDL. This is a 3-step process from powering on, becoming ready for operation about 5 minutes later, and then integrating those sensors with Nova C's terrain and hazard relative navigation.
We need to get an understanding of the vertical velocity so it knows how much thrust to slow down. But
Over the past 7 days to take
Check what's in the middle of the room.
us this far and are laser focused on the operations ahead. We're following the clock down to the start of those autonomous operations of Nova C, starting with the powered descent initiation. For now, we're heading back over to Leah Cheshire, who's standing by with NASA's Associate Administrator. Leah.
Thank you, Gary.
Around the moon.
Oh yeah, that's real. Yeah.
I'm holding in my hands the Lunar Node 1 mass simulator.
Down to the lunar surface.
Steps that are leading towards PDI, powered descent initiation. We expect that to take about 11 minutes, where we're slowing Nova C's velocity approximately 1,800 meters
Reckon I can see it.
per second, and that's required to get this lunar landing opportunity in just a few minutes.
90 seconds to take.
Propel takes the flight pressure.
All right.
Like, what a joke. We're looking at people in the computer room when we're supposedly landing on a foreign, celestial body. Yeah, I want to see the computer nerds.
90 seconds until we begin that propulsive maneuver. Again, powered descent initiation is about a 10 or 11 minute burn that will slow the spacecraft's descent. A lot's going to happen after that 10 minutes, Josh. This is a single continuous burn.
Alright, we're burning, but we don't get to see it.
Expecting, plan for, and train for a little bit of loss of communication during this process.
That's right. Bro, how mocking this shit is. It's unbelievable. Even says simulation.
Right, and that communication is absolutely important. And part of the reason, and we've been stressing this, Josh, is the autonomous operations of Nova C. Part of that is after it performs that pitch over maneuver.
Just want to see the real moon.
Descent. It starts with the pitch over.
And just looking at our notes here, we did go into the third-person images of Nova C going down to the lunar surface. We are inside of 1 minute, Gary.
Also a simulation, it says. That's hilarious.
Yes, we're well on the blowdown.
So why are we looking at this when we're in the control room pretending they're doing it? I'm so confused. What the fuck?
And we're tracking here in the broadcast booth. The clock has reached the expected.
May take a minute for comms to reestablish.
No actual moon landing.
An entire network.
An entire video and not one image of a moon. So that's their official video. What the fuck is going on in this world, man? Unbelievable. Let's look at CNBC's television one. See if they've got anything. Remember, we just watched NASA's one. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Hungry Jack's
No
Aussie and
footage.
tropical waters.
No actual footage. That's hilarious.
Smoky barbecue beef and
I didn't think
juicy
it'd be this
pineapple on
bad,
the tropical whopper.
to be honest.
Burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
They get their ads in though. Make the ad revenue though.
First time in 50
Embassy uses an environmental
Blah 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 again. Look how high tech, look what we've been working on, allegedly.
We can achieve
Fake images.
this high-risk, high-reward initiative.
Oh, unbelievable.
Hit the moon 6 or 7
Same
days later.
simulation footage. Some guy
As well
on
as
moon,
the GOES
fake
satellite.
again.
Okay, and
Looking at the overall crater form.
I wonder if I can get one real
That is
image in
Dr.
there.
Tim
Look,
Crane.
it's in
He's
the
our
middle of the
co-founder
room.
and chief technology
Look at this, man. Their table is literally a flat Earth diagram.
officer serving as
What the fuck, man?
Understanding, let's
goal. And we aren't risking
Some
human
bot
life.
talking
And
about
we're
that shit.
landing on the
All irrelevant, because all I want to see is the moon. Don't care about
mission
any
of
this shit.
PDI. Or
CGI, alright?
wrap that up, Josh. 3 minutes.
we have
2
access
hour
to.
video.
We're just standing by
Another 2-hour video with no footage.
with the most qualified.
Unbelievable.
Before this decade.
Who cares what he said?
Incredibly complex 3 million
Oh,
part
so
machine
complex, but I can't
that
see it.
LEM with its full complement of Delta V from
Right, so nothing real
And-
again. Right, let's watch this one. See, they say touchdown.
These are great call-outs in between our prop
Touchdown.
console and our flight manager Scott
lander
Tamblin,
makes historic
calling it as the
touchdown,
data
but
is
you're
feeding
not allowed
into
to
the
see it.
lander, which means we are continuing to have.
You can't see the touchdown. You're not part of
Behind the helium
humans.
tank.
It's part of the reason we're showing this anime.
Okay, I see.
This is
And it's the
crazy,
touchdown
man.
call. The notes
That
that we
people
have.
fall for this shit and they'll actually go around walking
Hilly
around
Earth
saying, yeah, we
Station,
landed on the moon.
limited,
But I have no
di-
evidence at all.
about to be.
Oh, and we deleted the tape. Sorry. So that's amazing. So we. Oh, here we go. Here's a live one. Let's check this one. Is this the same one we just watched? Just repeated?
Our payloads to the lunar
My
surface for
lord.
us.
In the square.
Stands for radio
So
wave.
just like the Indian footage, I couldn't see any real footage.
Is to think about what the
And
moon.
the JAXA footage from Japan.
Lunar plume
That was
studies.
ridiculous.
And so
Landing on the
None of
moon
this is real.
pursuing this
It's all simulatory video.
On the surface,
And then they show you their little
And there's some
table in the middle
follow-ons.
of the room. This is just outrageous, man. Righto, there it is. Can't even find any footage of the actual landing. Right, let's see what the Guardian shows. No Earth curve, no actual footage of moon. Just saying. What's the year again? What year are we in? This is a joke. There's not even photos. What the hell? US returns to lunar surface, but you're not allowed to see. Alright, so they've got nothing there. So you tell me, if you find actual footage, you tell me. And the company's called Intuitive Machines. I'm not even going to lecture on that. Yeah, who's the CEO? Does anyone know who this... Oh, who's this dude? I've seen him somewhere before. So there you have it, nobody landed on the moon again. Oh my god. And people walk around like, yeah, moon. We're gonna live on the moon. so look, he was a steward of Johnson Space Center's engineering capabilities. So he's a NASA stooge. Mason. Alright, I find this ridiculous, but I want to continue looking. Because it's funny. I just want to rub it into you all. Anyone who... Because I know the comments are going to come. Even when you can't prove it enough. They'll still comment like it actually happened. Yeah, but I have absolutely no evidence, not even a photo. Oh my god. Righto. So there's nothing here. So here we go, we have the darkening of the internet via the Google search algorithm. Very good example. So historic, but we can't show you anything. Nothing. Amazing. Look, here it says, watch Intuitive Machines Nova lander lift off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center. Alright, let's have a look. Is this the same one? But they don't actually show it.
SpaceX will begin fueling its Falcon 9 rocket right there. At the top is a lunar lander built by Intuitive Machines with NASA payloads on board.
Let's watch it.
Hello, and welcome everyone to the Kennedy Space...
Wonder how much they'll show of the tracking.
To learn more. In addition to flying people, SpaceX also enables researchers the opportunity in preparation for launch. And as Megan
missions to the lunar...
Light the candle.
Talk.
To monitor Nova C.
I wonder how much these people got paid.
Here's a closer look at your Artemis Moon Minute.
Stage 1 RP1 load is complete.
This arc...
6 minutes. Let's see it.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
So this should be interesting. So there's a camera there. What is it?
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Pad 39A at Kennedy Space Center, carrying the IM-1 payload. Now, during ascent, we tilt the engines, the technical term being gimbaling, and that turns the rocket horizontally.
Yeah, why are they going horizontal? Don't forget. Oh yeah, the Earth just spins that fast. Gotta just go horizontal straight away.
Mach 1. Max Q.
Yep. We have a few events coming up in quick succession here. That will be MECO, stage separation, SES-1, and then the boost back burn startup on the first stage vehicle. MECO, or main engine cutoff, is where we shut down all 9 of those M1D engines on the first stage vehicle. That helps slow the vehicle down in preparation for stage separation, which is where the first and second stage will separate. And the first stage booster will begin its trip back to Earth. And the second stage vehicle will ignite that MVAC engine with SES-1, or second stage engine startup 1. And then the boost back burn will begin on the first stage vehicle, which is one of 3 burns that's required for the vehicle to make its way back to today's landing zone. And this burn assists with the vehicle to reorient itself back towards land.
Great footage there.
Stage separation confirmed.
Just darkness. And a camera inside now. Oh, fantastic. We can watch the thruster. I came to watch the thruster.
And there we saw and heard those call outs from MECO, stage separation, SES-1 and the boost back burn startup on the first stage.
I just want to see one clip of Earth curve and all the moon.
Had confirmation.
Nominal orbit.
And why is there not one photo or one clip of it? Look, that's fake. That's not
partner, but NASA controls the building.
Talking about it, like. So we got to see the rocket go sideways.
We're talking a lot about a commercial lunar
into
economy.
the atmosphere. I'm sure it's headed to the moon though.
Precisely on the lunar surface. And this.
What a joke, man. And then you get 2 hours of people just talking shit. But no footage. You're not allowed to see it.
We sat there in 25th century AD. We sat there and looked at a rocket from Mars, and you just boggled the mind and the technology.
Why can't we get a camera to pan? How hard is it to make it panable? It's just stuck on the thruster. We can see like 10 centimeters of the Earth. This is like beyond ridiculous now. Alright, there's some curve. Do you reckon this is real? Does that look real? Wait, I'm going to show you something in a second. So just take a real close look at all this footage. Why is it flicking between shots of the opposite direction? Like that one's going the opposite way. That's strange. What the hell is this? I'm skipping because it's that bad. Another rendition. Another rendition.
Until it reaches inspiration.
Allegedly real.
From all of us here at SpaceX, we are wishing the IM-1 lander a great flight and safe travels. SpaceX is honored to be a part of NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services initiative to deliver science and technology to the lunar surface, and we thank NASA and
maybe I'm bugging out, but I just want to see the
today's
footage.
historic mission to the moon. For those of you following along, you'll know that this mission marks our 14th of the year and second just today. Congrats to the SpaceX team.
You know what I mean? They've got a camera there and it's on the booster and then you see like a portion of the alleged Earth. But why can't it pan? Why can't we see more? Like, why is it always the same crappy shot?
We're just in February and we've already launched in partnership with NASA missions like Axiom 3, Cygnus, and PACE. And we're gearing up for the Crew 8 mission before the end of the month. Check out spacex.com/launches for up-to-date missions and schedules.
No, I
and
trust
before
SpaceX,
we sign off,
the guy
let's
that
go back
wants
to
to
Josh
borg
at
everyone.
Intuitive Machines. Josh?
What an incredible, incredible...
Josh doesn't look like a Mason.
The lander's top deck solar array toward the sun for illumination, generating maximum power. All of these steps are expected to be happening right now. And when autonomous commissioning is complete, our Nova-C lander named Odysseus turns on its communication radios and makes first communications contact known as acquisition of signal, or AOS. Making that communications connection involves more than the lander's operations in space. It takes careful coordination here on
Want to make sure Com's happy with it. Com.
and prepare for the challenge.
Oh man, look at the outro. Is the rocket taking off again? You'd think they'd at least, like, in the outro footage, give you some beautiful Earth footage from space, or some, beautiful footage of the moon. That's amazing. So we just checked all the videos that we could even just Google, and nothing. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, here we go. We've got photos and Google Images. I don't know about you, but that looks a little silly. don't. That's definitely a composite edited image. Then they've got the flag behind the thing. Oh god, man. They've got more pictures of the flag and it sitting in a room than it landing on the alleged moon. This is unreal. Sometimes it's important to look at these like immediately, because in case they make mistakes. But this all looks super edited. I'm sure they've gone over this a million times. Very scrutinously. So that's it there apparently. Can't see shit. Like you got like 100 meters of lunar surface in your sight. And that could be edited in so easy. That doesn't even, does that look real to you? That looks so edited. Right, here we go, a 1 minute video, let's have a look. The actual landing, why wasn't that in the 2 hour long videos?
You should have seen the look on my mum's face when I came home with an A on my last maths test.
This was 10 days ago, so that's not going to be real. 10 days ago. And it's an animation. Right, now let's just Google just generally on curve. Oh, I did want to show one thing. Hold on, if we go to YouTube. Was it space station footage, was it? Or are they hiding aliens, or that there's no curve? That curve looked oblong, that was in New York Times. Look at what you're looking at there, like that's not even an even curve. That's not real. Here we go. Oh yeah. Free. Do you notice that that is unchanging? That's weird. Is it sped up? It's obviously sped up. What, time lapse? Okay. So that's apparently the space station. And the sunset. See what people say. Yeah, that's what I feel. It doesn't feel right at all. See how it was like remaining the same? Anyway. Where is it? That's from 12 years ago. No, I don't even know what to say. Like, how could you even think that was real? Well, let's have a look at that one. They really need to say how high up they are too. Because these all look low orbit, allegedly. And upside down, awesome. So that's time lapse of the aurora. Where's the live one? Oh, here it is. But they're running their ads, that's for sure. You get kicked out of these live chats so easy. Nothing. It's in the darkness. What the whole fucking world? What is this, man? Like, that better not be tax dollars. That's crazy. I don't know if I believe that at all. What are we looking at now? Nothing. Literally nothing. It's an ocean. I don't know how it's so bad. Yes, that's not nice, is it? Wait, is this a... This has changed. Or is this a different one? Let's do a different one. Let's put the live. Alright, so apparently that's live. Oh. It just switched video, so how can it... I don't know about you, but I'm completely unconvinced by this. That looks a bit better. But see how it's switched? How can it be live? Are they just switching cameras there? And putting it to the same live feed. Can you do that? That's fisheye for sure. You can see the bulge. Why is that such an extreme curve there compared to the other footage? That's extreme, right? So that all looks bent in and like a compartmentalized edited piece for sure. I don't know how many of you have done video editing at university, but I did. Yeah, I don't know about that one. This is definitely not live. this one at least you got coordinates and stuff. So that's right now. That's something. That looks real. And look how low it is. So this does not show a full Earth and a curve, right? If you were thinking about the flat Earth models, it's still round on the edge like that. And look, it's even got that ice glow. Just saying, I'm not a proponent of anything. I'm just looking. I just want to look. Also, if it's live, why can I rewind it? So it was live at one time, but it's not live now. Clearly not, no. That doesn't look real. Come on. Well, it could be. What all that? Oh yeah, that's city lights and stuff. And there's lightning. That's pretty low to see a curve like that, isn't it? Anyway, comment below. I want to see what you guys think about all this footage. Wait, what'd that say? I thought it was further away too, the ISS. I thought it was further away than this, because when I've seen footage out of their 4 windows, you know, the little compartmentalized windows, it's like, you know, a whole Earth. So why is this so much lower? Not a chance that's real.
You are either losing to technology or winning with technology. You see, markets are a zero-sum game.
No, no way. Not a chance. Traveling to Europe twice. Bullshit, that's not. Notice how there's no like discerning comments ever. It's like I'm not even allowed to argue about it on these videos anymore. It's all just, yay, look how beautiful it is. I'm an NPC. There it is, we just researched for 50 minutes, couldn't find jack shit.